It is your favorite auditor audit. Damn, I am at the First Ward Alderman's office. Looks like they have a lot of public records here displayed. So let's see what they have available here. This is the First Ward.
Hi, is there a reason?
Hey, how's it going? Come again?
Is there a reason you're taking pictures?
Yes, there is, yep.
What's going on?
Looking at the public records you have here on the wall, taking digital images of all the public records you have.
It's okay. I would appreciate not being on.
Say that again, sir? So these are the public records they have at this location. I got a question. I don't see the American flag. Where's the American flag?
I don't know. That's a wonderful question.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm not an interior designer or anything. It necessarily wasn't my decision to.
For sure. No, I know you're not an interior designer, but this is a ward office. Anyhow, my man, I'm looking at the public records you got on the wall. I don't see any FOIA forms. I'd like to file Freedom of Information request.
I think usually you go through the city for those, if I'm not mistaken. But
Right.
Technically, we only do things related to the First Ward.
Yeah, definitely. Well, the request that I'm submitting is, I could submit it in person. It's pertaining to this ward's work doing. Could you print one out? Go ahead and file it. So, city of... Alrighty, my man, I have my FOIA request filled out here. It's a roster of the employees from this location and the operating budget. Do you have the operating budget readily available for this ward?
I do not know. I think it's whatever the city allows us to, and I think usually they're similar through each ward. So if you know one, you think you know them all. As far as I know,
particularly the First Ward operating budget.
See, I don't know. I just do
It's okay.
services.
It's okay, my man. So this is my request here. I put the date on it. If I could just get a copy of this, I'll be back in about 5 days. So under Section 3C, under the Freedom of Information Code, it requires the public body to forward over this request to its FOIA officer.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll come back in about 5 days. Maybe they'll send out an envelope with these records, and I'll come back and pick up those records, and that'll be all it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my request there. If I can just have a copy of that page. Thanks. What's that guy's name?
Joseph.
Oh, Joseph?
Yeah.
You're the man. Joseph first came in when I came in here. He said he had that iffy look on him, but anyhow. These are all computer portals. These are all belong to the city of Chicago. Maybe I'd like to talk to the alderman about putting up the American flag in this hall here, in this public body. I'll keep the original.
Okay. No worries.
Thank you so much, sir. Your name was?
Christian.
You're professional, man. I like you. That guy's not too professional, but you're cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
Take care. Alrighty, I am back on duty. We are back at the first alderman's office. We've been here in the past. I filed a FOIA request here. So I'm here to see if they have that indeed ready. See what public records they have. They did not put any public record FOIA forms out here yet. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. I submitted a FOIA request here a while ago. I'm here to pick up the response.
You got it. Stop it. Hang on. We'll call the Department of Law. You were videotaping the FOIA request?
Say that again?
You were videotaping the FOIA request?
I'm video recording, audio and video.
Hang on 1 second.
For
Let me call the
accountability and
Department of Law.
transparency.
Yep. Hang on.
What's your name, sir?
Hang on. Call the Department of Law.
Yeah, I'm here to pick up a FOIA request.
You gotta stop videotaping our computers and our logs.
This is all public record here, open for...
We're not a public body. A ward office is not a public body.
Yeah, this is the city of Chicago here. See these asset tags here are public record on your portals here. This all belongs to the city of Chicago. Just here to pick up a FOIA request and that I submitted in person. What's that gentleman's name there? Seems to be like he's escalating.
Yeah, hold on. We know we talked to the Department of Law about you before. We'll do it again.
You talked to the Department of Law. Do you think that
absolutely.
you're exempt from being transparent and accountable to the members you serve? This is indeed belongs to the city of Chicago. You are the one who handed me the copy of the FOIA request. Do you have that ready, the response ready? Sir? According to 5 ILCS 142, a public body means all legislative, executive, administrative, or advisory bodies of the state, universities, colleges, counties, townships, cities, villages, incorporated towns, school district, and all other municipal corporations. This is a public body. This is a municipal corporation as well as an administrative. Just need to pick up my FOIA requests here and I'll be all set for today. Promoting accountability and transparency within our great staff in the city of Chicago.
All right, here, tell you what.
Yeah,
Submit your FOIA via writing.
I did submit my FOIA request with this gentleman. I'm here to...
Send it via writing right now. I'm serving you right now. Send
Yep.
it to that email right now in writing.
I'm here to pick up my FOIA. I already submitted my...
Send it in writing.
I submitted my FOIA request already.
You shouldn't have any problem emailing it to us.
No, I submitted it in person. I'm here to pick it up. Is the Alderman available to speak to?
No.
Is the Chief of Staff available to speak
That's
to?
me. You're speaking to the Chief of Staff.
What's your name, sir? As I stated, I submitted my request in writing as well here a few months ago. I'm just here to pick it up. I'll be more than happy to talk to legal as well when you get them on the phone. Is the current operating budget presently available for inspection?
The budget is available online.
I prefer to see the hard copy in person.
Yep, you can get that from the city of Chicago.
Is there a specific site for this particular ward?
No, it's at the public library for your inspection.
Per ward? Per ward?
No, the public library downtown has a copy for you to review the budget.
Right. And is that budget for just the entire city of Chicago?
Chicago, yes.
Yeah, but I need the budget within this ward particular, just the first ward. The budget that's
That I can help you with.
Other than that, sir, I just need to pick up my FOIA request copy with the response, and that's my purpose here today, and I'll be all set. This gentleman did receive my copy, and they should have a response for me ready. Yeah, it should just be a response, either saying whatever.
What was your previous request for?
It was a request for a roster and I believe the total operating budget of this ward.
Beautiful.
Yeah. That's all. I just need that paper and I'm all set. It ain't no issue, you know. Forest Preserve.
You ready? I got a phone number for you.
I don't need a phone. Go ahead with the number. Yep.
Yeah, so all records for the city for our budget, anything operating, is available via the Office of Budget Management for the city of Chicago.
Okay.
You can send them an email at
OBM. Yeah, I have that email. I am familiar with that. Yeah.
Great, then send them a FOIA. They'll be happy to fulfill that for you.
Yeah, I definitely will. However, I'm here to pick up an actual response.
We don't have the response. Office of Budget Management is the Freedom of Information Officer for that.
No, that's for budget. I
Yes.
submitted a request for a roster of this
You don't
ward.
know what you're talking about. The Office of Budget Management manages all the records you're talking about. If you want First Ward roster and First Ward office budget, go to the Office of Budget Management Freedom of Information Act. It's right on the website. You don't even need to come here.
Sir,
You can submit via
that's
email.
not what I am requesting.
That is what you're requesting.
No.
You just requested a roster and an
Right.
operating budget.
Our
for the
roster
board.
comes from committee council at cityofchicago.com.
That is not true. Go to the Office of Budget Management and they will help you. You can go to the Office of Budget Management Freedom of Information Act website, okay?
Speaking, how can I help you? Good, how are you?
That's it.
Like I said, I'm here to pick up a piece of paper with my response.
I'm sending you to the proper place.
No.
Just go to the Office of Budget Management.
Sir, if the paper is ready, I'll walk out with the paper.
There
if
is
it's not,
no paper. You're doing this wrong. Go to the Office of Budget Management. You don't even need to do this in person. You can send it via email. They will have all the records you're requesting.
okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll submit an additional request here in writing.
We're not the place you're requesting
Yep,
it to.
it's required under Section 3C to be
It is not.
forwarded
You don't know
over.
what you're talking about.
Oh, yes, I do. You have not provided your name. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Go
But
to the
under
Office of
Section
Budget
3C,
Management.
here's the code here, sir.
Oh, I know
You're
what the
telling
code
me I don't know
says.
what I'm talking about, and here's the
Yes,
law.
I'm telling you where you're
Okay,
going.
each public body upon receiving a FOIA request shall forward it over to its FOIA officer or designee. So basically, you're just required to forward over this paper to community council at cityofchicago.com,
That's
and
just
they
not
would.
true.
This is the law here, sir. You have not provided the law I have. So that's why I'm here to pick up a response. That's all.
All right, you're free to sit down and wait, but you can go to the Office of Budget Management FOIA. That's how
Here's what I'll do. I'll file my request here, and I'll be all set. I'll return in the near.
Cool. Send it
Here,
via email.
yeah. No, sir.
Here.
Here's the business card.
Send it via
Yeah.
email right here.
Okay, sir.
Email it right here. Send us your request.
Here's the code here, the law.
Yes, and I'm telling you how I'm
Just
going
so
to fulfill
you
the law.
Is there a reason why you're combative? Or
Is there a
just-
reason you're not listening to me?
Sir, what you're telling me is incorrect. Okay.
No, it's not.
Yes.
So we'll tell you what. We'll solve this easy. Email your FOIA request right there.
Okay, sir.
Send it via email.
I already submitted a request here. I'm here to just pick up a
And
simple paper
All I am
response,
asking you is
just
to
like I
submit your-
did from all other
That's fine.
aldermen's
Then you'll have
offices.
no problem emailing
The
it
for-
right here, right now.
Mrs. Alderman Deborah provided me a response. The 41st Ward provided me a response. All
Right.
the aldermen's offices
Submit your
provided me
request-
my
submit your
response.
request right here, and we'll give you that response. Okay?
Sir, I'm able to do a request in person according to the law here.
Yep. And I'm telling
Okay.
you how I'm going to fulfill that request right here.
Well, sir, I prefer to do in person, and I'm actually here to pick up my requests.
So send it via email right there.
Here's what I'll do. I'll file mine on a piece of paper, and I'll leave a copy here. Whatever you decide you want to do with it, and I'll be all set for the day. Here's a memo note here. I'll file my FOIA request on this blank page.
Great. Put your name, contact information.
Yeah,
and
well,
we'll get back to you.
I'm not going to put any contact information because I will be picking it up in person as I should be right now from a couple months ago. This gentleman received my
I
paperwork.
don't know what you're. We are not the.
Sir,
and I'm telling you the proper office. All you
I
gotta do is
gave
go
you
to the
laws.
Office of Budget
I gave
Management.
you laws, but what you're saying is the words you don't know what you're talking about. So clearly you don't know what you're talking about because
I
I
know
have the
exactly what
laws
I'm
here.
talking about.
No,
Okay.
sir.
Then
5
tell you what,
ILCS
then just
140
submit
Section
your-
3.
Submit your request and let's be done with it.
Sure, that's all. I mean, there's no need for you to be combative or
There's no need for
hostile.
to be
You have
hostile
not
and
even.
combative.
No, I'm more than professional, and it's all being recorded.
Wonderful.
Many people are going to view this. You have not even provided your name. May I know what your first name is?
Sure. Just as soon as you send me an email.
Sure. Well, I'll do it in writing. Okay. We like to promote accountability and
Oh, I know. I'm
transparency.
giving you accountability and transparency right now.
There's a lot of employees like you that are just specified on camera, and there's a lot of employees that are courteous and respectful that we promote as well, and a lot of people like seeing both employees.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All I'm doing, I've given you the proper way
No.
to get the records, and you're.
I'm giving you the law. You're not providing any statute at all. The law here says,
No,
again,
just give me your FOIA request.
okay. First Ward roster to inspect in person. Usually what they respond, sometimes what the corporation counsel responds, FOIA officer, is the Quinn versus Stone, but that does not apply. That only applies to the personal entity.
That's fine. Just finish your request.
First Ward roster to inspect in person and First Ward operating budget.
Great. Shoot me your email.
Okay. No, because I'm coming to inspect these in person.
I am telling you right now, we're not going to have these.
Well,
records
I'll
for
wait.
you in
I'll wait
person
for a
ever.
response. The response would tell me.
That's fine.
The
Just
law,
go, for the love of God, just go to the Office of Budget Management. I'm giving you the easiest way to do this.
sir. You believe that's easy, but you have not provided any law. The law specifies any member
I'm
of the
telling you where you
public,
can get the record and that it exists.
and I'm telling you what the law says. You're talking an opinion, and I'm telling you the law. And as a matter of fact, I'll put the law on this page. Just
I don't need that.
Yeah,
Just
well,
all I need is your
it's
contact
gonna be here.
information. Give me your name and
5
contact information.
ILCS 140/3C, which 3C, the code I put here,
Okay, whatever. Just give
gives
me
you-
your
gives you
request
a
and
duty.
we'll-
This gives you a duty to forward this over, like I'm telling you.
Okay.
So you don't know what you're talking about in case of FOIA. And in regards to FOIA, you don't know what you're talking about.
Great.
But this is my request. Now here, let me put a generated code. That way when I come back, I'll present this code. My code is here 11 22 23F. All right. So that's all it is.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Have a seat.
Can I
I'll
have
have this request for you
copy?
right away.
Sure, yeah. And that's about it, yeah. I mean, like I said, I was supposed to pick that request up already, but they did not, you're not providing it to me. You're with Street and Sand? No. Oh, okay. Well, anyways, folks, that is the chief of staff there. What he was telling me is he's telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. Those was his exact words. But what I conveyed to him is the actual law, 5 ILCS 1403, which specifies each public body shall make, upon public body receiving a FOIA request, shall be forwarded over to its Freedom of Information officer, which is, that's right here. All requests for inspection and copying received by a public body shall immediately be forwarded to its Freedom of Information officer. And whatever the chief of staff is keying in on his computer there, his computer has a asset tag, just like all these other computers. So that's Department of Assets and Information. We would request everything that was keyed in on that keyboard, in case he's putting a report to the effect that may not be true at this encounter here. Beyond that, we made it clear to this gentleman that what a public body is, which here you go, you see the seal on the computers, you see the seal on the door. This is Department of this is an alderman's office, which is the city of Chicago, clearly on their business card. So this is administrative. This is also a municipal corporation. Some of the ward offices here, the staff members, they get confused because they think that Quinn versus Stone exempts them from being held accountable for members of the public. However, we're here to make sure that members of the public do have access, and when we're done and over with this program here, any member of the public is going to be able to walk into any alderman office and submit a FOIA request. That's how we love to see our city, where any member of the public can come into any alderman office and submit a FOIA request at any alderman office. A lot of people have been being tricked and misled, and you can clearly see from some of the attitudes of the staff members here and there. This gentleman sitting right here at this computer, he was very courteous and forthcoming last time. We showed a lot of respect to him in the comment section. The other individual that was here last time had an issue, and it looks like the chief of staff has an issue today. This gentleman here, he was the only fair. Maybe we got to promote him to an alderman when we put in a good word. But the chief of staff, he is specified. He is specified. He is specified. See, and this is a first ward map. So there may be 350,000 people that live in this ward. What we'd like is for the members of the public to know that they have the right to come into this ward office, submit paper FOIA request here, come back and receive and obtain their records. I mean, why does the employees complicate things and say things that are to be found not true? And if you wanted to send an email in regards to the presentation that the chief of staff performed today, the email is info@thefirstward.com.
First word Alderman's office is Christian speaking. How can I help you? Yeah, absolutely. Do you have an account with the city clerk already? Okay, great. Can I ask what your address is?
Section 3C.
No, you're fine. Yeah, so as long as
All
you,
requests for
is your ID
inspection and
up-to-date?
copying received by a
Like
public
with your
body shall
current address?
immediately be forwarded
Okay, no,
to a
that's
Freedom
no
of
problem.
Information
As long as
officer
you
or
can just bring
designate.
something verifying your current address, like a bill, like a gas bill or something, just for your name and address, then that'll be fine. Oh yeah, that works too. That's completely fine. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. That'll work. No problem. All right, we'll see you soon then. Yeah. Thanks. Bye-bye.
So yeah, like I said, guys, the gentleman here, Christian, he needs to be promoted because he was the only one who had a courteous act in the time cameras were showing accountability and transparency within our great staff here in the city of Chicago. And you guys see all day long, there's really a 50-50 with the employees. Some of the employees are so courteous and respectful and honoring their job description, the codes. And some employees, they believe that they are exempt from the law. But that's not the case
you guys
here.
accepting donations for immigrants?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like coats and stuff. Anything
Yeah.
like that.
Codes, I have some brand new socks.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
See, for example, there's people coming in here to drop off donation stuff. I'm not sure if that stuff is tracked or logged, but if it was, then that's additional records that's supposed to be maintained by this single ward. Inventory check of everything they receive, and also who's exactly receiving this winter clothing drive that's submitted by each personal ward. Take a picture of that bulletin right there. I'll have a copy of that public record that you created as well.
Absolutely. You're going to get one in 1 second.
Sure. That's nice of you.
Oh,
God bless you.
we're a little luckier than most. So.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah,
Likewise.
thank you so much. Take care. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks, same to you.
Yeah. See, now, I believe the Chief of Staff is in violation of the Freedom of Information Act because he created a public record now. He hand wrote a full page. We're going to receive a copy of that, but there's a statute that says the public body it does not have a requirement to create public records. So what he just did is he wrote a full page with his handwriting. I'm not sure what's on there yet, but we'll be back here in the next 21 days to receive a response, and hopefully by that time the Chief of Staff is courteous and
All right, I got great news for you. I'm fulfilling your FOIA request right here and right now.
sure.
So, regarding the Freedom of Information request, sorry, get that camera right up here.
Yeah.
Regarding the Freedom of Information Act requests were filed in person, coded 112223F for a quote-unquote First Ward roster to inspect in person, and
Sure.
First Ward operating budget filed November 22nd,
Second, yeah.
2023. The First Ward office has no responsive records to view this in person, so I am informing this individual that they can file this via the FOIA office
Sir.
for the Office of Budget Management. You can email obmfoia@cityofchicago.org and fax 312-744-3618.
I'll wait till you're done. Are
Here
you
is me
claiming?
fulfilling your request.
Are you
all
claiming?
set.
Are you claiming you're the one who made the determination?
I have no responsive records to give you in person.
You're not the one who's authorized to make determinations under Section 3.5. It's a Freedom of Information officer who makes the determination, not you.
Wonderful. Then I've
Yeah.
given you that information.
Well,
Go to the Office of Budget
what you
Management.
just did
they'll
is
help
you
out.
violated the FOIA. I'm going to leave this here. I will be back to view these records after you have a
And I'm
duty
gonna
to
tell you
forward
we
that
don't
over.
have them, okay?
Well, you have a duty to forward it over. I have the code presented on that
Here,
screen
let me
there.
get your camera. Hi, everybody. I work at the First Ward office. I'm here to tell you, you can always email the City of Chicago to file whatever Freedom of Information Act request you like. We get them all the time. The proper way to file this request for a budget document is through the Office of Budget Management. I have informed our wonderful resident numerous times of the proper way to file this FOIA request. And now, since you're watching this at home, you know how to do it too.
Could you give us the
Submit-
code? Could you give, besides your opinion, could you give us a state code?
Oh no, it's just the office. All you got to do is go to the office.
So
of
you're
Budget
not giving us the
Management.
state code. I'll give you this. I'll give them the
That's
state
fine.
code that are
That's
watching
fine. I'm
after you're
helping out your
finished.
viewers.
I'll take
Go
the
to
yellow,
the-
the green slip that I gave you a copy of.
Oh yeah, no, I give you a
Yeah.
copy. Here
Okay.
you go.
Here, I put the code here, 3C.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
I
you
got
need
you.
you're
You're all
required to follow that law.
Okay.
So all right,
Yeah.
I'm all set. Let me make this
I've given you
announcement
everything
here.
to
Yeah.
fulfill.
Well, like I said, under section 3.5, FOIA officers are making
That's fine.
determination.
We're done here.
All right.
Come
yeah,
back
we're
in
all
21
set.
days.
Sure.
You're
Yeah.
Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Likewise. So
Just leave. You're gone.
yeah,
You're done.
well-
we're done here. All right.
okay.
I've given
yeah.
you everything you need. Please leave.
Okay, I'm leaving. I'm stepping out.
Yep.
However, I
Just
got to make
please
this.
leave.
Okay.
You're done.
What was your name?
You're done. I work at the first ward office.
Okay.
You're done here. Okay.
Okay, I'm not done. I'm gonna write another form up right now. I'm gonna write up an additional FOIA request now.
Wonderful.
Give me a few minutes.
You are on private property though, and I really don't want to have to do a trespassing order if you're interrupting our business.
This
So
is not
all-
private property. This belongs
It
to
is
the city of
private property,
Chicago.
actually.
No,
So
I'm gonna file another FOIA request here. If you decide to create a fictitious police report to the cops, I will have you arrested for disorderly conduct.
wonderful. Please
Yep.
do. Come on by. But yeah,
This is
anyway,
not private.
yeah,
This
come-
is a public body.
Come on back in 21 days and we'll have this for you.
Okay,
all
I'm
right?
gonna file an additional FOIA
Wonderful.
request
Great.
now.
We'll have that one too.
Yeah, and then I'll be all set.
Great.
Yeah, how can I help you?
Hey,
Oh, you the individual just spoke on the phone?
yes.
Yeah, make sure you get their ID and don't
Yes,
get
yes,
their information. Gonna think something up real quick.
Okay, so this is what I was explaining to you under section
I just need
3.5.
your other FOIA request if you're gonna do it.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
However, Freedom of Information
Yeah, you can read
Officers
that all you
Order
want, but
designees
if you're
shall.
gonna file another FOIA request, you're interrupting our business.
No,
so
sir.
I really need you to. Either
I'll file
a
another
request or
FOIA
leave.
request.
Yeah, please do it right now.
You're actually interrupting my piece by your unspecified claims.
My unspecified.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And what I'll do is, when I'm editing the video, I'll make sure I put the codes on the screen, so you'll be sure that what you were saying was
wonderful.
wrong.
It's
Yeah,
good that you do that for the public.
you're passive aggressive, and you're not showing any trend. You did not even provide your name. You're denying me a FOIA request, and you did not
I
provide
know,
your
isn't
name.
that a shame? But you got one right here. We'll fill it for you.
Because they, like, one? Absolutely. But just in case you want to put them and not have to come back.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
There's no need for a disdain that you have and the false
I
claim
know,
that you said.
False claims, everything.
Yeah.
Wait, what's for the office?
Sorry, no, you're fine. So I'm leaving 3 at a time.
Thank you.
So guys, what he said, what he did actually, he just violated the law. He just said office has no responsive records, but this is what the law says.
Just because a lot of people are concerned.
Under section 3.5, it specifies
Now they're cool new velvet colors.
Freedom of Information Officers or their designees shall receive requests submitted to the public body under this act. Ensure that the public body responds to requests in a timely fashion. So this is telling us Freedom of Information Officers or their designees are the ones who provide a response. However, the chief of staff here decided to violate the actual code 140 and say the first ward has no records. I am all set for today. I'll be back in 21 days. You have a wonderful day.
Yeah. Have a
Alrighty.
great Thanksgiving.
Likewise. Well, here, let me set this on. Happy Thanksgiving. Did you care to give me your name?
No.
No? All right.
See you in 21 days.
Sure. Alrighty, it is your favorite auditor. Audit them, the one who encourages you to audit them. This is the third visit here to the First Ward Alderman's office. This is where the employee, the chief of staff, decided to create an entire draft of empty wind. He created an entire draft of empty wind. We're here to pick up our single response, not necessarily saying it's the records, but it is the single response. So let's see how this goes here at this visit here today. Hello. Oh wow, they covered their tags. I noticed they covered their asset tags right there. Hey, Mr. Chris, I'm here to pick up my FOIA response. They covered all the asset tags. That's illegal actually, to cover these tags up.
You really want to touch
These are
city property?
Say that again?
You really want to touch city property?
I'm viewing these tags here.
I hear Florida's the nicest time of year.
You hear Florida's nicest time of year? Oh yeah, somebody sent you some bogus emails about Florida, about criminal activity in Florida, and you believed it, didn't you? That's good for you, man.
I mean, a mugshot doesn't lie, but
Yeah, you could believe that all you like to. So this is Quinn versus Stone here. Now Chris wants to change his attitude around. I'm gonna go ahead and file a FOIA request, an additional one. We're gonna start digging in these folks, start talking about them fully and freely. Let's see here. That's probably Patricia Fedor or Harley Courts. We're gonna go ahead and send them a cease and desist because they keep sending these public bodies bogus defamation, claiming that I'm a YouTube troublemaker from Florida, with no substantiation to none of those claims. However, this is what they provided today here for this pickup. Quinn versus Stone. We went through Quinn versus Stone, and Quinn versus Stone does not apply, nor does this have a Freedom of Information Officer name for the denial of this record, which is a violation of Section 9.9B of the Illinois Freedom of Information Act. So what we're going to go ahead and do here is I'm going to go ahead and file on the same page. I hand it over to Mr. Chris here, receive a stamped copy from him, and I'll be all set for today. So let's go ahead and note that here. And I'm gonna turn around and send a cease and desist letter and begin an investigation on Mr. Christopher here. He wanted to switch sides now. First he was a nice person, but now he's he's actually defaming me. He believes I have a mugshot from Florida. He believes I'm the one who's in that mugshot from Florida. So here he is causing jokes and issues, but that's neither here nor there. Let's focus on why they covered these asset tags. And he's telling me, you're touching city property. This property belongs to the people. So let's go ahead and note this here.
well, as the people of the First Ward, you know, if you were a First Ward resident, I would love to be able to assist you with anything.
Well, how do you know it? How do you know if I live in the First Ward or not? What makes you assume?
Because I just know.
Because you just know.
Yeah.
So how do you believe the behavior of your chief of staff was the second time? Because this is the third time I came here. The second time I had came here. When I was in my suit and all professional, how do you think the behavior of your chief of staff was, if you care to answer that question?
I can't speak for a chief of staff's behavior. I know he's apologetic and wishes he handled things better, but I mean,
Okay.
what's happened in the past has happened in the past.
Sure.
So
Now moving forward, I'd like to set up an appointment to speak to the alderman.
those are strictly for members, residents of the first ward.
Where does
You
it
have to
state that?
verify that you're first
Where
ward
does it state that? Where does it state that?
If you want time with the alderman who represents the first ward, you have to be a resident of the first ward office.
You're telling me that, but do you have a policy that states that, or have that in
On our
writing?
website.
On
On our
First
website,
Ward
it says
website.
If you would like to schedule a ward night, which is a 15-minute meeting with
Right.
Alderman Spata, and you're a first ward resident, reach us via email or phone number, or you can walk in and speak with
When
us.
is usually the First Ward night?
They're second and third Thursdays of the month.
Okay.
Second and fourth Thursdays of the month, excuse me. In the evening, but I'm not exactly sure when our next one is because we obviously have a holiday.
Okay, great. There's the chief of staff there.
How you doing today?
Good. How are you doing today?
A lot better.
Oh, good. Do you care to speak about the last time I was here, or what was that all about?
It's just a bad day. I had like 4 or 5 phone calls. It was a bad day, and I got caught on camera for it. I was just having a terrible day. That's it.
Some people have bad days.
I know. Yeah. So we got you set up.
Yeah,
This is from the city, and that's the best we can do for you. We
Okay.
forwarded everything along.
Right. I
forwarded
hear what
your
you're
FOIA
saying.
request.
I'm gonna note one more thing on this
Okay.
page here, so it could be forwarded over, and I'll be all set.
What's that?
That this is in violation of section 9B, which does not include the name of the employee who's denying this request.
Okay.
Yep. So I'll go ahead and jot that down, receive a
Cool.
copy, and I'll be all
Right on.
set.
Take care. Okay.
Sure. You too. Alrighty. So let me go ahead and note this down here. Okay, my man Chris. I put a note here. I put this request is in violation of 5 ILCS 149B. Also, Quinn versus Stone does not apply to this request. They did not include the name of the employee denying this request. That's a violation of section 9B. So I just need a copy of this and I'll be all set. Thank you. Somebody sent you folks some bogus information claiming that I'm a troublemaker from Florida. You guys can believe that all you like, but that information is incorrect and nobody can substantiate that with clear and convincing evidence.
I gotta be honest with you. We're First Ward Services Office. I don't have any concern about Florida.
Right, but that's what Chris started talking about. He's defaming me, saying he has a mugshot of me from Florida, that's complete bogus information. I'm gonna get to the bottom of that, and I'm gonna have to set stages on that, because that's defamation. And you guys are covering your asset tags right here on these computers. That should not be covered. I'm gonna look up the policy about these asset tags that they're supposed to be in front of the naked eye. You know, we just want a better government here. We want a more accountable and transparent government with our intelligent staff in the great state of Chicago and Illinois. Happy holidays and a happy new year. I'll check back after the new year. Have a good day. Thank you. Alrighty, so that's that, folks. We got a copy of this page here. He has a complete change of attitude this route. However, with all that extra additional unspecified information these people are talking about is called defamation. Like I said, Patricia Fedor and Harley Courts. Those are two identified people that keep sending these towns bogus information about me, claiming that I'm a criminal from Florida, and I'm keeping track of all those people defaming because I'm going to send them a cease and desist letter. They cannot substantiate any of their claims with clear and convincing evidence, not whatsoever. But the beautiful thing is this dude, this quasi cool dude, you know, Christopher, he decided to wave that flag. So we're gonna go ahead and look further into that. So I let them go on for 3 years, and then from one single FOIA request, I go ahead and babysit them. And I let them perform for 3 years straight. One single request would babysit their 3 years of extravaganzas.
I paid Emma Fierberg to edit the video.
And so that's how that's looking. So that's how that's looking. Other than that, this is the paperwork that they gave us. Like I said, let's take a look at it. It does not have any, under section 9.9b, it's required to include the name of the employee denying the request, first and foremost. Second and foremost, they're quoting Quinn versus Stone. Quinn versus Stone does not apply to the record that I'm requesting. Third and foremost, they did not include a copy of my original request in this language here. Like I said, the chief of staff, he completely changed his attitude. But that's not all what we're looking for. You see, and I went in there. I don't go in there. I don't go into these places to try to provoke or pressure or push on or agitate or whatever you want to call it. I don't do that stuff. However, I could tell you this much. The investigation will still continue to go on. AT, the one who encourages you to A1.